Hello friends, it's your girl Veniece Antoinette
and Amomo Chanel
here with another episode of
Sip and Spill.
And today we will be discussing
what are the best ways to approach a girl. I know a lot of guys are probably wondering, or maybe you get it wrong sometimes, but we are here to set you straight. So stay tuned.
And before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to the maker of our Sip and Spill hats.
Definitely.
Prolific. We'll have his information down below. He
does all kind of things. Jackets, hats, boots, paintings, anything you want. He does. Definitely hit him up. He's so dope.
So dope. But yeah, so stay tuned for the new episode.
Okay, so let's start. How do you like to be approached by a guy?
Wow. That's a good question. Because it's like, if you're not attracted to the dude, no matter what he says, you're going to kind of be annoyed.
True, yeah.
Like, if you're not attracted to a dude, he has to make you laugh straight out the gate.
Yeah.
Straight out the gate. Like, he just has to come at it with the jokes.
That's the only way. Yeah. But somebody you're attracted to.
Somebody I'm attracted to.
The ideal way they would approach you.
Ideal. That's just wow. Like,
do you like to be approached like with your friends in a group?
I would prefer to be approached privately, but I do think it shows a lot of confidence for you to approach a girl in front of a group of friends.
Yeah.
Because that's a nerve-wracking experience.
Yeah, if you approach me with my friends respectfully,
I have no choice but to talk to you at that point. Like,
I don't want to embarrass you at all. Well, I won't say I have no choice but to talk to you, but I may not reject you in front of everybody.
Yeah, I would not reject somebody in front of like a group of my friends.
Right, yeah.
But preferably I would like to be approached like by myself. I don't know, like,
do you like when a guy like tells somebody, oh, put in a word for me? And
no, I prefer for him to do it himself. I definitely prefer for a guy to approach me himself, whatever he wants to say, hello, hey, hi, beautiful, whatever you want to say. I think it's kind of immature and corny when a dude's like has his friend come over like, hey, my homeboy trying to holler at you, like.
Definitely, if we're all in the same room and you have somebody come over, I don't like that, but. If maybe like I've never been in the same space as you, but like somebody you know that I know, you tell that you're interested, I don't mind that so much, but you need to ask me out yourself. Like, somebody can't say he's trying to do this and then I'll say, oh, okay, like, no, at some point.
Sorry.
No.
Were you done?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was going to say, to piggyback off of that, like, if it's somebody I know and if we have like a mutual friend, but we personally don't know each other, I don't mind that mutual friend telling me. Same. But don't tell that person to tell me to come to you. No, that's a turn off for me.
Never going to happen.
Do not tell them, oh, blah, 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 or is attracted to you, he wants you to come over there. No, absolutely not.
Exactly.
Because in my opinion, if you want me, that means you need to come to me. I'm not going to you. At all.
Absolutely. I can see you maybe trying to like feel the waters to see if I'm interested.
Right.
Once I tell that person I'm interested, then it's up to you to come.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. And that's always my like rebuttal was like, tell him to come over here. If he wants to talk to me, he can come over here. But don't ever tell somebody to tell me to go over there, because I promise you will get played.
What do you think this is?
Like, what do you think this is?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. Something that like, so this guy did this for me once in Philly, and this kind of was like really interesting, and it kind of made me more interested in him. So we were at the bar, and it was like a bunch of people. Like, he didn't know who I was with, I didn't know who he was with. I think he saw me with one of my friends, but it was like probably like 15 people at the bar. So me and my friend are sitting there, waiting for a drink. And so the bartender comes over, she gets me the drink that I wanted, and she's like, oh, your tab's already paid for. And I'm like, what? Like, that just threw me off. I'm like, what do you mean my tab's already paid for? And so she was like, the gentleman on the far left corner paid for your tab. And so I looked over, and he had paid for my tab.
That's a nice
and he actually ordered me 2 drinks.
Okay.
And I'm like, that was an ideal way to approach me.
That's a nice play. Did you go over and say thank you?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, granted, like I said, I prefer for a dude to come to me, but when you go out of your way like that, of course, I'm going to say thank you. And he did, like, start trying to walk towards my way, but because of, like, how many people it was easier for me to get to him anyway. But yeah, I went up, I said thank you, and then we, like, communicated, so.
Nicely played.
Yeah, I think that's a good way.
I'll have to say a bad way, which y'all have to stop doing.
Yes.
Like, never, it should go without saying, but never grab somebody.
Oh my gosh, like, don't do that.
If you, grabbing me up.
Don't be yoking me up on my arm and
I feel like, why do we even need to say that?
Yes.
But it's so
the man who thinks that he can just grab your waist as he goes past you and then let's go. He was trying to get past. So you mean to tell me it took both of your arms around my waist for you to get past me?
Yeah,
stop.
That's not true.
Another thing that you gentlemen need to stop. And I hate this. First of all, don't ever yell at me and tell me to come here, because I promise you I'm not going to go.
And anybody who responds to that, you probably shouldn't want anyway.
Exactly. So. Ladies, respect yourself.
Yes.
Don't answer to a man yelling at you. Are you not worth better than that? And I remember one time, I'll never forget this. This was when I was living in Philly. I was in University City taking my LSAT classes. Oh my God, after work. And I went up. I was at University of Pennsylvania.
Right.
I went up to the building to go to my class, and this dude across the street was like, Euro, hey yo ma. I just kept walking, completely ignored him, completely disregarded everything, because I felt my irritation level get to a high because he would not stop. So finally, when I'm like turning to open the door, I had no choice but to turn basically to cross the street. And so I had to look his way, but I quickly looked back. And so he's like, come here, yo ma, come here. And he was like, you not gonna come? And I was so tempted to say, have you lost your mind? Like, you want to talk to me and you want me to come to you? What type of First of all, I want to know. I really do. Because I actually got into an argument at Temple University over this with a man. I really want to know, what female was the first female to answer to a man yelling Europe? I really do. And whoever you are, I want you to point yourself out. Because I want every female to have the opportunity to tell you about yourself. Because there is, like, some girl had to stamp that was okay for dudes to continue yelling Europe like that. Like,
that's not flattering. Or to be like, oh, light skin or dark skin or pink shirt. Like, just
like, what happened to... I don't acknowledge that at all. I really don't. I will completely. And it has nothing to do with me being bougie or thinking I'm better than you.
Respect.
It's disrespectful for you to be yelling across the hall, yo, hey, yo, ma, yo, hey, come here, when you want to talk to me. If you want to talk to me, then you can bring your behind over and talk to me.
Like, what is really y'all's thought process? Like, we're supposed to be like, oh, he's interested, let me just get him over
my God, a man's interested in me.
Like, it's not impressive. You're not the first person.
Exactly.
It's disrespectful.
Like, if you're really interested in a girl, you should want to stick out. And you yelling out, yo, ma, or hey, come here, or Europe, is not a stick out. It's disrespectful.
And half the time, they can't. I really doubt they can even see you. Like they could be yelling that from 2 blocks down. Like, it's just.
Granted, I know I'm half blind. But sometimes I'm like, look, even if I had my glasses on, I wouldn't be able to see what I look like.
You just doing that because, like.
Yes,
it's just
but
what you do every day.
That needs to stop. Any other ones you think need to stop?
What else needs to stop? How do you respond? Do you take DMs well? Do you would you respond well to a DM?
That's a good question. Because I feel like I never get DMs from somebody I'm interested in.
That's so true.
But I'll get like likes or heart eyes with my pictures from somebody I might be interested in, but I'll never get a DM from somebody I'm actually attracted to or interested in. What about you?
Yeah, same. But I'm trying to think, would I even take a DM seriously? I feel like if you come out the gate like with a hey, well, yeah, I get DMs, but right, nobody I'm interested in. If you hit like, if you give me the hey beautiful or something, I don't even think of that. I feel like if you want to get like on a girl's good side, what you need to do is like try to say something about something she posted. Like, I don't think you need to come at her like, oh, I think you're beautiful, or I think this. Like, maybe, you know, make a joke about something she posted or something like that. That's the only way I would respond, really. I'm not going to just respond.
I think I would be more likely to respond to a DM if the dude kind of made his name noticeable. Like if he had already been liking my pictures,
and you noticed
or he had already been commenting on my pictures. Not the same day, because that's creepy.
But do you respond well to someone hitting you up with like a hey beautiful, or like, you know, something that comes off just saying I think you're attractive? Or
it honestly depends on if I'm attracted to the person.
See, I just never take that serious. I feel like you probably just like copying and pasting and post. Like maybe if you say something about what I'm posting, then I'll be more likely to have a conversation with you. Like if I post like a song and you say like, oh, like I love that artist, blah blah blah, what's your favorite? Then I'll you know, keep going and convo with you. But if you just hit me up with like a hey beautiful or something like that, I don't really take it serious.
I don't think I would take it serious, but if I'm attracted to you, I would reply.
That's a good point.
But I'm not necessarily going to take, because that also is like in reference to like Tinder or the dating apps. Like, I'm not going to take you serious off the gate, because I know, just like you know with me, that we both have multiple people who we matched with, probably who messaged me or messaged you. So out the gate, I'm not going to take you necessarily seriously, but if I'm attracted to you, I will reply. Okay. Just for,
that's fair.
Figure it out. Yeah.
That's fair.
What? So would you ever DM a dude?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, and I always find it interesting because I have like friends who do that.
But what do they say? Like, is it straight out like they tell them they're attracted to them, or
they'll say like, hey, or well, they might just say hey, or they might say like, hey, you look good in blah 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 picture, or
no. And the only reason I'm not gonna say like I haven't scrolled across dudes on social media that like you know I think are attractive, and you know I like what they're posting and stuff, but I feel like you set the tone for the way the whole thing is going to flow when you reach out.
That's the thing, too. Like, I'm very old school. I believe a man is supposed to chase a woman. Exactly. So I will never, ever be the first to reach out to a dude. Like,
I feel like
no matter how much I'm attracted to him, no matter how much I have a crush on him, I might purposely make myself known. Just
like
to see,
just to see
if he'll say something, but I'm not going to go out of my way to.
I'm not going to do that, because I feel like
I am very curious though to see like what guys think of girls who reach out to them.
In the comments. Let
us know, because I'm very curious of like what dudes think about that.
That is such a good question. We need to know. Do you think a girl is thirsty when she gets in your DM, or do you think you don't need to come correct when she does that, or do you think she just let me know she's interested?
Right, because even when I think about like when I talk to like my guy friends, they all feel like girls, especially the ones they're attracted to, have like multiple dudes they're talking to, or multiple dudes trying to reach out to them. So I'm wondering, like, if an attractive girl messaged you,
good question,
what would you think? Like, would you think you're getting catfished? Would you think like what would you think about that? That's an interesting question.
I really do want to know that. So when a guy approaches you, what's a good way we can put out to let guys know a girl is not interested in you once you've approached her?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a tendency to do this, and it's very, very like unintentional. But if I'm not interested, my face goes dead. Like whatever, like. For whatever reason, and I don't understand this, I kind of want to hear a male's perspective on this, so please leave comments down below. But for whatever reason, when a dude approaches you and starts talking, he just immediately assumes you're interested in what he's saying.
Yeah, true.
And so it's like, and then another thing is like men love talking about themselves, but they act like women, we don't like talking about ourselves sometimes too. So they'll just go on and on and on about themselves. Mind you, I don't know you from Adam's house cat, and you're telling me about all these things you're doing with your life, and I'm just like, I don't know you. Like,
so like basically not interacting is a good way.
Not interacting or going dead in the face. Looking, like, not looking at you, not making eye contact with you. That's, I think it's big. Like, if you're like looking around or trying to see what your homegirls are doing, you
not giving response. If it seems like they're just trying to end the conversation. One thing I do, if somebody asks me for my number and I know I'm not interested quite yet, I just say, oh, you know, you just follow me on social media.
I was going to bring that up.
That's a good way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, maybe it just means I'm not interested yet. But just, that it doesn't always
mean, I definitely think the social media thing comes off like you're not interested. Another one I would say is if, oh man, I don't I guess I need another male's perspective on this, because in my mind, I can pick up on a vibe very well. Yeah. So it's like, if I can see we're not vibing, I'm going to not continue the conversation. But for men, like, I feel like I don't give off the vibe that I'm interested, but they'll keep going. And it's just like, do you not feel the same vibe I'm feeling?
That's when you count on your homegirls to, like, pull you aside or something.
Oh, if you see one of her homegirls pop out of nowhere, let me give y'all the juice on that real quick. I'm sorry, females, I gotta give them the code on this. If you're talking to a girl and one of her homegirls randomly comes out, starts dancing on her, or randomly comes out, hands her a drink, or randomly just pops out, period, it's because they either have a code sign or her friend knows her well enough to know when she's not interested in the dude. Yes. So if her friend comes, that's your code to understand, like, okay. She's not interested. Let me go. Don't continue. Don't offer to buy her and her homegirl drink. Like, because it will waste your money. Girls, we appreciate it, but that does not make us more interested. So, if her homegirl pops out of nowhere, it's either they did a code that you didn't pick up on, or her homegirl knows her well enough to know she's not. Because I know that's, for me, I know my closest friends well enough to know, just based off of their face, she's not interested and she needs me to come save her. It's one of the two. Because you can tell when she's not interested, but there's a difference when her face is not interested and when her face is, I need you to come save me now.
You see her making eyes like at her friend, or maybe she's texting too much. She's probably texting her friend like, come over here, say it's an emergency, say you need me over here, say something is going on.
That's another one. If you see her pull out her phone at any point in the conversation, like, y'all just interacting and she pull out her phone,
she's not interested.
She's not interested
at all.
Unless it's an emergency, somebody called her 5 times in a row. She's not interested.
She's just steady texting and scrolling. Bye.
So what's some good tips, like, on how to approach a girl? I would definitely say going up yourself. Like, if you're interested and you initiate the
definitely doing it yourself, that shows a lot of courage, and women are attracted to courage, so do it like that, preferably.
Be respectable,
you know,
don't yo ma, yo, hey yo, don't tell her to come here, just go to her.
What else?
If you're funny, I would definitely say starting off with a joke is always a good thing, because if you can make a girl laugh, you are quicker to her heart. That's a fact.
But definitely.
But if you don't got the comedy swag, then just come out like, hey, beautiful, or whatever, you know. Don't say no awkward shit. I mean, don't say nothing awkward, though. Like
what?
Like pickup lines, like...
Pickup lines.
I just can't. Pickup lines are retired.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But I do like a joke. But like a pickup line.
Yeah, pickup lines.
I'm gonna feel like you just doing it because you're bored. Don't do a pickup line.
We gotta do a segment on that. The worst pickup lines.
Yes,
because I've
that
had
would
a
be
few.
a good one.
And
Drop yours down below, and
yes,
we'll share.
What was your worst pickup line? Let me know.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, I think definitely just initiating the conversation, because that shows confidence, especially even if she's in front of her friends. But I'm sure most females prefer for you to approach her one-on-one. If you want to go about it subtly, like I said earlier with the dude who ordered me a drink without me even meeting him, go for it. But if not, then, roll up on her privately, say something.
Right.
Be very respectful to her. Don't yell, I hate this so much.
That needs to die in 2017.
That really needs 2017. No. 2016 is when that should have died. Yeah. 2000. I don't want to hear no more Europes in 2017. If you have any other suggestions for the men and the gentlemen of how not to approach, the ladies, leave them in the comments down below. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's episode of Sip and Spill. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and give this video a big old thumbs up. Also, make sure you check us out on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to watch us live. And we're taking questions. If you have any questions, or if you want to just join into the conversation, make sure you do. We'll be on Facebook Live. So, thanks again for watching, and until next time, deuces.
It's fun.